What's up? Early morning. You see the sun against the wall there. I think it might be whiteouting the background there, but sorry about that. It's gonna be a good morning. I'm up early because surf is good. I'm going surfing. Like usual, thank you so much for all the comments. And I'm getting a lot of guidance from the comments when people drill down on me, when they tell me, no, this is how it worked, or you need to check this out or look more. Because remember, I come at these videos with zero knowledge, no names of the band members, no lyrics in front of me. I listen to this as a body of work, as a piece of music. Same thing with the lead singer. I treat them as a part of the complete band as an instrument. So anyhow, let's get right to it. Today I am doing Nightwish Ghost Love Score, the official live. A lot of requests for this, so let's just get on it. I did get a few more comments about the headsets. AKG 240s, open back. There's a link below if you want to check it out. It's a middle of the road headset, but it sounds great, and for me it works. Okay, let's do this thing. All right. The fuck happened? Look at me. Okay, I don't know what that was. It wasn't me. It wasn't my cable. Something popped up in the corner. Okay. Wow, this is huge. This is huge. This is cinema huge. Okay. Well, the drummer is actually is just absolutely pounding it, figuratively and literally. The keyboard, the kind of synth string playing, the power keys and the synth string playing is so cool, and that's what gives us this big cinematic kind of thing. I'm feeling like this kind of composition could be any kind of, super gothic kind of, I don't know if gothic's the right term, Game of Thrones style of music, and geez, I don't know who's arranging and composing this, but I'm hoping they've got, a line of sight on being a media composer. There's some huge stuff. Okay, sorry about that glitch, but I'm not going back to restart this. I'll be here forever. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. Wonderful singing. I'm. I've heard music like this, obviously, but I don't know. I mean, this is a huge fan base, and this looks like a huge concert. Direct to DVD, obviously, that's what it said at the very beginning. I have a friend of mine that does a lot of direct to DVD production, and a matter of fact, I might even interview him for you guys. But the post mixing is spot on. It's super tight. Very unique challenges as an engineer when you're doing live mixing. I mean, this is one time kind of like, you know, the excuse me, the pre-setup is so stressful. There's a lot of anxiety there, and but taking live sound like this without having the opportunity to go back in, fix something, punch something out. I don't mean overdub, but just, you know, clean stuff up, have complete control of the environment like in a recording studio is super tricky. Musicianship is as tight as if they were in a studio environment. And what I mean by that is that thus far this performance is record quality performance on stage. I can only assume that their live or their recorded version of this probably sounds even that much tighter. And I don't mean by that much tighter as far as like playing in unison and sync and as in a performance. I'm just talking about engineering sonic, because then now you have different opportunities to work things. I'm not sure. I always say that, but in most cases, this is most likely remixed, you know, post afterwards, just to make sure there's no clams in there or something like that. The singer, wow, what a glorious wide open voice. I have seen once. I don't know if you remember this on one of the shows, one of the singing contest shows, where this opera singer came out and started singing opera, and then she just took off the opera clothes and she went into like a Def Leppard song or something. I don't know which song it was, and she was dressed the same way, and those vocals were huge. And like with her, you could feel that it's really when she's singing, she's coming from a deep place and coming out. And it sounds wonderful. It's an absolutely beautiful tone to add to this kind of power arrangement. Her voice, very soft and beautiful, but powerful, because everything behind her is powerful and it's, you know, cranked up there. And then finally, I saw that guy walk by and kind of touch people. I didn't know if that was something that had to do with the theatrics of what I was watching, or that's him just being super cool beans or something. But okay, let's just move onwards and forwards. I love the way the keyboard guy is set up, I think behind those big pipe things, because he's pretty inconspicuous on the stage presence as far as seeing a keyboard. All right, let's I'll go back a couple, and here we go.
Siren from the deep came to me, sang my name, my longing. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. The child will be born again, that siren carried into
Wow, that was a beautiful segment of the track. I don't know if that it says Ghost Love Score. Okay, so I'm assuming that it did go to a movie, or there was a section of it that was written for a movie, or maybe it's part of their DVD Theater of the Mind presentation. That was a beautiful piece there. The moving around there with the string pads or the strings, it sounded like I heard like a lonely bouncing oboe in 1 second, and then there was a piccolo riff run that kind of twilighted off into the stars a little into it and stuff. And so obviously that must be, dare I say this, I don't know. I'm expecting your comments, so triggered. Obviously right now, when the keyboard came in and mimicked kind of staccato strings, the way he was playing, that's him. I was feverishly looking actually when that beautiful section came by for the keyboardist, because sometimes I have seen stuff like that pulled off where keyboarders has this and this, and then they have the computer or their laptop or something here, but I didn't see it, so maybe it was just a little segment, part of the song where everybody can crack knuckles or stuff. But it was beautiful. I totally loved it. Spoke right to me right here, because that's what I specialize in. That's what I love, is that kind of orchestrating and that kind of writing and composition. God, I'm really loving this. Okay, forward. Go back a little bit. And... Excuse me, not COVID. It's a different kind of a hack. Okay, this is really probably a very understated opinion or expression of thought I'm about to say that I don't know that it gets said a lot. Vocalists, singers, this is their instrument. We all know that. We all acknowledge that. But much like a guitar, except the pedals are on the inside. They're in control of your throat and stuff. Now, I'm not a vocal coach, so I'm not going to go there. I do know about, diaphragm, chest, mix, head, in tone. But what I noticed and what I loved about this singer, did you notice that she turned on the kind of the overdrive a little bit? Now she's got a little bit of that rougher voice going on there. And that is a very important part of I would say the successful part of a professional singer, is to have these different ways that you can utilize your voice. She was very grand and open and round and, and powerful throughout the song to this point. Now she's kind of getting into the power of the metal. Not that she wasn't before, but she's getting into it now with the tone of her voice. And I appreciate that. I love that. She's wonderful. And also, I haven't said anything really directly about each member of the band, but they're just absolutely epic. I mean, you're not doing this unless you're a world-class Purple level musician. Okay, if you're just listening to this for the first time, to me, Purple level is kind of a third eye thing. You're up there. You've already made your marks. Musicianship is tighter than a funeral drum. It's just incredible. Super cool. All right, let's just go back a little bit. Keep going. guitar just did. Wow. Okay, so, oops, sorry. Sorry for the glitchy little things that happened during this. You know, such an important part of music, and I can't speak for myself because I'm a composer, and what I mean by that is I'm in a box. It's one of the most loneliest jobs in the world, you know. This isn't a boo-hoo me story. It's just when I do my work, when I'm working on film or TV stuff, you know, the directors, we do spotting sessions, we do our work, and then I'm working. I don't have fanfare around me and stuff. I've never been on stage, is what I'm driving to. Okay, once I was in a band and I sang for a couple of years, and it was the most terrifying thing in the world. But it was small, kind of, you know, pizza store type singing. The power and the energy from the fans is absolutely amazing in a setting like this. And the playing back and forth, the energy that goes back and forth is palatable in a presentation like this. That singer, oh my goodness, what I love about her, I'm going to keep driving this now. She saved the best for last, just one note, you know? And I think a lot of pop singers and current, you know, pop culture singers, I think they just blow their wad right up front, and then before you know it, they have an whole album or a whole, you know, project of nothing but riffs and runs and stuff that you know they hit by the first hook, and they don't give it that, what I call Robin Ford love. If you know Robin Ford, the guitar player, you know, he's a guy that can do anything and everything you want, but he only sprinkles it in between beautiful melodies. This was absolutely beautiful. She's fantastic. Musicianship, epic. I did hear in the back, which kind of lends itself to the possibility that they're playing to some backing. I did hear, I think, choral at the very end. Anyhow, thank you guys for turning me on to Nightwish. Ghost Love Score. I'm going to do a little bit of a deeper dive. For those of you who are fans of Nightwish and you're still here after 15, 20 minutes of me jabbering, tell me fun little stories about this band and stuff, because that's usually a really good lead-in for me. Instead of me just doing cold, reviews, sometimes somebody will say something like, oh, you got to check this out. This is when they did this. And then I'll scurry and do that when I have time. So that's it. Thank you very much for hanging out if you're still here. Thank you very much for the comments. And next up, I'm not going to tell you. Later.